everybody, and welcome to this week's PJ Masks story time. We are going to read some fun PJ Masks story, and we are going to make this week's grab and go craft, our little PJ Masks asks. They're in the lobby while supplies last, so come and get them as soon as you come in the door on the right hand side on that table there. PJ Masks 5-minute stories. We are going to read PJ Masks and the Dinosaur. Connor, Greg, and Amaya are visiting the museum. Come on, Greg says. The museum's got a new dinosaur show with a big flying pterodactyl. Wow, Connor and Amaya say. The three friends rush inside. Amaya, Greg calls. Hurry up. Where's Connor? Amaya asks. Just then she sees a Tyrannosaurus Rex lurching toward her. Roar, says the dinosaur. Ah! Amaya screams, and she stumbles backwards into the model Tyrannosaurus Rex skeleton. Oh. The model Tyrannosaurus Rex skull falls on Amaya. Connor steps out from behind the cardboard dinosaur. Oops, he says, trying not to giggle. Connor, that wasn't funny, Amaya says. It was a little bit funny, Connor argues. Guys, Greg shouts, come quick. What's going on? Amaya asks. The pterodactyl was right there, Greg says, but someone's taken it. Don't worry, Connor says. We'll get it back. PJ Masks, we're on our way into the night to save the day, they all say together. Greg becomes Gekko. Amaya becomes Owlette. Connor becomes Catboy. Under the cover of night, the heroes go in search of the missing pterodactyl. Okay, Owlette, use your owl eyes, Catboy says. I will, Owlette says, once you say you're sorry. Oh, you mean for scaring you in the museum? Catboy asks. All right, I'm sorry. Now, let's go. Is that it? Owlette asks. That wasn't a very big sorry. Guys, Gekko says, noticing something in the sky. A robotic pterodactyl swoops down over them with a terrible screech. Wah-ha-ha-ha-ha, Romeo laughs. Did I make you jump with my robot pterodactyl? I'm the best. Who else could steal a giant model dinosaur and make it fly? But you shouldn't have, Romeo, Gekko says. We'll stop you, Catboy calls. Just then, a cat jumps out of the bushes and surprises Romeo. He loses control of his robot. Uh-oh. Quick, before Romeo fixes the pterodactyl, Catboy says, let's take him by surprise. But first say sorry for surprising me in the museum, Owlette says. I said I was sorry, Catboy says with a sigh. Fine, I'll just go catch Romeo on my own, Owlette says, and flies away. Romeo gets control of his robot. With no time to waste, Catboy and Owlette spring into action at the same time. The two heroes crash in midair. Oof, they say, landing on the ground. You let Romeo escape, Owlette says. Whoa, he says, dropping the remote control. Gekko catches the remote control. How about a dino ride, Gekko style? Let me down, yells the bucking robot. Coming in for a landing, Gekko says, making the robot roll. Romeo tumbles onto his lap. Catboy hangs on as Gekko safely lands the robot. Nice work, PJ Masks, Catboy says, but not everyone is happy. Just because we beat Romeo, Owlette says, it doesn't make it all right that you scared me. She flies away more upset than ever. Wait, Owlette, please, Catboy says. He grabs the remote control from Gekko. Catboy, Gekko calls. Flying that thing isn't easy. I don't care, I have to catch up with Owlette and make up, Catboy says. By my cat's whiskers, whoa! The robot flips upside down and Catboy drops the remote control. Uh-oh. The remote control falls right into Romeo's hands. Now I'll get my pterodactyl back and catch Catboy too, he sneers. Mwahaha! From a distinct rooftop, Owlette hears Catboy as he yells, help, he calls to Owlette.
I took the pterodactyl to catch up with you to make sure we were still friends. But now Romeo's in control again. Of course we are still friends, she says. This is all my fault. I should have made up with you before. Time to be a hero. That's it, Romeo, Owlette yells. No one messes with my friend. She flies to Catboy's rescue. Grab onto me, she says to Catboy. Catboy hangs onto Owlette as she lifts him off the pterodactyl. Get him, she says, and Catboy gives Pterodactyl a mighty kick. Ah! Romeo yells as the pterodactyl flies right at him. He dives off the roof of his lab and lands in a pile of garbage. I think you dropped something, Romeo, Gekko calls as he grabs the remote control from the ground. What? Romeo says. Gekko makes the robot chase him. No, 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 get away! Romeo whines as he runs off into the distance. That's the last we'll see of Romeo for a while, Owlette says. Good job, team. Thanks, Owlette, Catboy says. The heroes learned an important lesson that night. Making up can be tough, but it's what friends do. PJ Masks all shout hooray, 'cause in the night we saved the day. Woo! The end.
You'll need glue for this craft, and that is the online reminder of where you can find us. I laid out all of mine in advance, following the pictures on the grab and go bag. You can lay it out first or just follow along with the pictures. I find it easier to set it up. So I just took my glue stick and glued. There we go for Catboy. We've got Gekko up next. And then last but not least, we will work on Owlette. Once you have your pieces glued on, there are stretchy strings in there to tie so that you can wear your masks. So you can wear all these masks or you can share them with your friends. It's a lot of fun. And I just tied that string on. You might need a parent or an adult or some big person in your life to tie those strings for you. Maybe not. Took me a while.